Hey guys, and welcome back because we are doing something a little bit new today. We are, as you can see here, creating our own club. We are taking over Oxford City because obviously I was based in Oxford. We're going to take them over. We're going to do the MateusG F.C. The Gamers is our nickname. The G Arena in the Oxford sheer part of the team. Relationships, we have no relationships. Affiliations, we still have that affiliation of Oxford United, and then we have an affiliation with Crystal Palace, which I did have with my university. They had a partnership with them, and then miscellaneous, we have kept pretty much the same. Yeah, so we're gonna keep the club history. We're essentially gonna take them over, and we're gonna go into this next step. Part of the challenge is going to be rising from the bottom of the English Pyramid, which is going to be the Maranona National League South or North. We are going to also, if you guys comment and you guys subscribe and like, let me know down in the comments because I'm going to be adding players with your names to the team. I'm essentially going to be looking for players with the same name as you guys to add to the team. So that's part of the fun for me to have a player that reflects one of you guys. And yeah, should we just keep the squad? Yeah, since we did buy them out, let's just keep the same squad. Um, yeah, so we are going to have, let's have professional player. Yeah, we'll have a C license. So we're joining them. We're basically the owner of the club. I want to kind of have this. So we are not good as a coach, but we're gonna come in and we're gonna try our best because that's what we do. Yeah, look at our club badge. Our club badge doesn't look too bad. So not as well nice as the other ones, but maybe that's something I can fix. But yeah, our team, as you can see, our club history here. Let's look at the history. Kept the history, but they have no history. We're playing at the G Arena in Oxford. Club owned by MateusG F.C. Very poor condition. Not really much history besides from that. We're coming in and we are predicted to finish in the playoff. We've just been relegated. So yeah, let's see what we can do in this first season. I'm excited because I feel like we can do good things. Right now, backroom staff not great. We need to get some staff members in because we just took over them and we didn't take any of their staff members. So we have a little bit of budget to play with. So let's go and have a look at what we can do here because it's gonna be interesting. I did keep the in-game editor on for me to edit any details of the club if we want to change it. For example, that let's move. We've been founded in 2025. Well, yeah, technically we have. I wonder if that will actually will say in the club history once we have some club history. And then we're just here to kind of, we're not gonna mess around with anything. But if we want to change our jersey, we can also do that, which is why I have it on. So let's have a look. Let's go into the stuff we get. Gotta get back from under 21s. I don't really want to be playing under 21 games, but it's nice to have the G Arena set up and ready for the task. MateusG, essentially the owner. Yeah, let's get going. Well, guys, it's towards the end of the season. We have played our last match. If we've been promoted, if not, we're in the playoffs. But I just want to talk about the staff room for a sec. We have actually managed to get some okay people in. Haven't been able to find anyone super good for the general manager or scouts, honestly. The physios are the best positions that we have. Besides from that, we did get some players, some staff members for the under 21 and under 18s, really to get a sense of things because I was having to manage all three clubs, and that was just too much. How have we done in the league? It is a comfortable, not comfortable, sorry, champions, 95 points. Very, very tight on goal difference ahead of South Shields, which they lost to us. Did we lose to them as well? We did lose to them as well. So we beat them at their house. We lost to them at our home. Very intriguing. Um, yeah, very pleased with that. Games without losing 6. We don't have any top scorers. We have one player at average rating. Clean sheets, Laurie Walker is very good. Yes, I mean, by the stretch, it was not a great season from us by any means. We predicted finishing 15th by the end of the season, but we have been promoted, and that definitely helps us. The balance is now negative. Um, Hoping to get some players in to strengthen the team. I did ask them to extend contracts with some players. It doesn't look like this guy's going to extend his contract, so we have some players on quite high contracts, like this guy here, 1.4. He had a good season, but is he? He's probably good enough at the level, but some of these players are just not good enough. We'll see what happens. We have, I mean, right now only 3 players are staying, including a DM and 2 left backs and 1 centre back. So right now we're in a little bit of a pickle, but I'm hoping that our reputation, actually our reputation is decreasing, which is interesting. But I'm hoping that will go up. Um, we also have, yeah, we have. I'm surprised. We are still semi-professional. I wonder if that's gonna go up. Um, just look at the history here. Zach is just 9 goals away. He scored 26. He's 9 goals away from the new record of only 36 goals. That's not a lot for our club history. We can look at records here. Most points in a season, and we just said that. Yeah, most goals by a player in a season, 27. Most goals by a player, 34. Interesting. Let's go to selection info. Have a little look, because 27 goals by Zach, who's our attacking midfielder. He doesn't have a contract, but Aaron, no contract either. Lemmy, no contract, so it's going to be really interesting to see how things go. But do we have any youth intake? We do. It's an average intake. This 15-year-old here, he kind of looks similar to the players that we have right now, to be honest. Let's be honest. He might not be as good as Zach, but he's 15. He's 14 years younger. I don't know. We gotta give these guys a chance. Maybe this guy, top talent. The other one's probably not so much. But we are up, and that's what we're going for. So let's keep improving this team. Let's see what we can do. Let's scout some players as well, because right now we're not really having to scout much players. Maybe we can get some better staff members. Let's get the ball rolling. Oh guys, we are currently in the Valorant National League. We have signed and loaned a bunch of players. Who is the best signing? I've gone. Not really sure, to be honest. Quite a few players joined. Michael is pretty good. The best loaning is probably this guy. He's 17 and he's actually performing amazing. I found him because he was playing non-competitive games for Shrewsbury and he was doing pretty well. I'm thinking maybe in the future he will develop a little bit more. But where are we in the league? We are currently in first. Oof, that is pretty good. Second round of the FA Cup, fourth round in the Izuf FA Trophy. But also, didn't even talk about him. We bought a new striker, Kobe Mora, and he has been a revelation. He was not very good for Fleetwood Town in F League 2, but for us, he's been doing very good in the National League. Very hard league to get up from. You need to be winning this league if you want to go up. That is very important. We have also Levi there, player of the matches. Michael assist, Will Lee with the average rating. We are currently in first. Let's look at the schedule here, because we haven't lost many games. We lost here, here, and here. So it has been a very good season so far. Looking very nice. We're in January right now, so halfway through the season, and I mean, it looks like it's a 4-horse race for the title, because we're currently 10 points ahead of Bromley, who is in 5th. We're only 3 points away from York City, Dagon Red, and Rochdale. Look at the preview. York City was up there, and then the rest of them not really. We weren't predicted to go too far, only in 19th. So yeah, we look at this team. We don't have a single player in there. So, but I think we have a pretty decent team, and we're definitely improving. Also, this guy here is pretty good. We bought a lot of young players through, which definitely helps. We are playing. I just plugged and played my formation. I didn't even move anything. Let's play attacking. I feel like attacking always works better in lower leagues. But our goal difference is 42, so we're scoring a lot more than the other teams around us. How many goals have we scored? 80 already. That is, we are conceding a bit more, but we're scoring a lot of goals. So let's see. Let's come back at the end of the actual season to see if we got promoted automatically or not. It's going to be a very tough affair. So let's find out. Well, guys, as you can see, we did drop from our first position, finishing in 3rd. But as you can see, we have made it to the finals of the playoffs. We beat Rochdale 4-2, and now we are playing Woking in the finals. And it has been a good season for us. I mean, scoring 124 goals. Bromley scored 122. They did catch us too. Bromley are in 5th. They didn't even make it. A lot of goals were scored actually. That's a lot of goals. We allowed the 4th most, Woking up there. According to Stanley, only conceded that little when they finished in 8th. Wow, surprising stuff. But just to make it there, 19th in salary, and we made it. Woking with in 17th, so the team that got promoted, York City, had 2 million. So now we go into this match. Are we the favorites? I don't really know. We're gonna keep the team as it is. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I am hoping for a playoff. Our form hasn't really been the best. Draw, lost, win, lost, defeat. Sorry, win. And then they have been on an undefeated form coming up to this game. I have been doing highlights, so let's skip a little bit. So let's see who has the golden egg, who will take control of the game, and who is going to sit back. A goalkeeper injury. Never seen that happen. Okay, well, good thing we have a goalkeeper on the bench, but a little bit worrying. But we have a corner here, far post, and it's Williams. Matty Williams scores for us, the centre back. Come on, we can't stop the walking. They made it here this far. They're not as good at forward, but they can still score goals. Okay, pass it back to Williams. Oh, nice ball to Moore. I couldn't quite tip over the goalkeeper there. Greenwood. Lee finds a nice cross into the area. Can't quite find a nice header, but we pull the ball back, and Lee scores. The 17-year-old The 17-year-old on loan. Oh, I need to sign that guy. Come on. I don't know if I'll be able to. On another corner here, near post. Oh, the goalkeeper makes a great save. So far, it has been all MateusG. I need to change the name of the team. I'm sorry. I think I'm going to change the name. Just isn't good. Saying my own name. It's just, I guess it's my channel's name, but. Lee. Come on, Lee. Dribble past 2. Ooh, what was that? He tried to go for a 40-yard screamer, but still, the highlight's still on here, so something might happen. Johnson, more. He's offside. There's no way. He's offside. Yeah, I knew he was offside. He was way too... Lee, with a free kick. Johnson collects it. Passes it back to Mika, who the goalkeeper, O'Hara, collects it. Kicks it forward. And Williams gets the header, rebound. Johnson, over the top to Scott. Back of the net, but I think he might have been offside. Again. Yeah. Putting on the pressure. 2 offside goals. But I have a feeling this game's over. Greenwood. Over the top. Rosiak collects. Lee. Oh my goodness. Lee begging for a second there. Corral. Oh, Scott hits the crossbar. So 2 big chances. Now they're on the break here. Perkins. Nice tackle by Michael. Oh, I think it was Michael Rosiak. Rosiak. Lukima. Johnson to Greenwood. Oh, Lee. Oh, no way. Come on, Lee. He has to stay at the club, but I can't afford it. My man scored 2 goals in the game that promotes us. Lee. Lovely, and it's a 3-0 win. Shake the hand of whoever their manager is. We have been promoted. Congratulations to MateusG Football Club. We are promoted into League 2, and the board is already potentially asking about us turning professional, which we are going to accept. Oh, Tom Miles is out for 6 to 7 weeks. Promotion, unbelievable. They offer me a new contract as well. They are pleased with our... Yeah, the fans want permanent. I want a permanent deal. His contract does expire, but he doesn't have anything in his contract. Like, oh, actually, it expires in 2026. So next year. Oh, what was the board there? What was the amount they offered me? 25k, which is not super high. Transfer budget of 0. The club is now professional, I would assume. They are professional. So, yeah, we're kind of still stuck in a position where we really don't have the capability of a team. But it's a record high, 3rd place. It's people already attacking my players that I want to keep. Who's attacking? Bidian from... we'll see. I don't know if I need any of these players. I think we look at selection info here. 27 goals from Moore, who he is wanted, but is he good enough to be playing in League 1? Maybe, but he's leading Veteran National League. I don't trust my scouts, but he was playing League 2 last season and he couldn't do the job. His contract is expiring. No, it isn't actually. But he was playing well 2 seasons, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to see. We're going up, and we have this guy is not a bad striker. I mean, if he can really improve, 20 determination, reasonable ball foot, could be an exciting player. Could improve a lot in the future. Has English second nationality. Let's see how he develops. It'll be interesting to see. I know. Is there anyone else that looks good? I mean, this guy kind of looks a little bit like Will Lee, like a baby Will Lee in the terms of speed and physicality, but aside from that, I don't know how good these guys look. Um, yeah, it's a good intake, but we're gonna see how things go. We are now professional and our reputation is going up, but can we go into the next division and pull up a fight? Because I mean, look who got promoted: Forest Green and Clyde, and where did they finish in that division? Well, they didn't get relegated. Lyde is here, and Forest Green is here, so they did stay up. Uh, yeah, let's see what we can do. I'm a little bit excited because I think we can do it, but we'll have to wait and see because the challenge really is the championship. I want to get back-to-back promotions until then, but I don't know. We might have a few bumps in the road. Well, guys, it has been a wonderful season in the second division because we managed to get a lot of players through the door. Um, yeah, I think a lot of these players were pretty good. What I did is in May, I went to all the big teams. So as you can see, Tottenham, Arsenal, Liverpool, all the big clubs, under 21s, anyone whose contract was expiring, offer them a trial and see if there's any good ones. So as you can see here, a lot of Tottenham players, and this guy here, Ronnie Marcour, is the player that has been standing out to me because he scored 27 goals in 33 appearances. You get an injury at the end of the season. He is wanted by Oxford United, so that sucks. Um, who else was really good? Toll, another great player. Honestly, Tottenham really. I mean, these players are probably never gonna start for Tottenham, but they were good enough to join my team and instantly improve the lineup. Another one here, Jamal. Um, but we have successfully won League Two. Let's go, 96 points. It was a landslide. We lost 6 games. The team in second lost 15. Top scorer, oh no, Ronnie lost the Golden Boot. Was that final day Golden Boot race? Oh, we had a bad end to the season here. Yeah, he didn't score in the last 4 games of the season. Did he pick up a knock? No, that was 4 weeks out. 2016. He did pick up a knock. Oh my God, that cost him the Golden Boot because he scored here. He scored here. He was scoring in almost every game. He must have picked up a knock in the 4th month, January, February, March. Oh my God, he missed out on the Golden Boot because he got injured. That is absolutely sad. But this guy here, someone who he doesn't look good, but 3 promotions in a row and he has stood out as like an actual amazing player. And I'm like trying to find what is good about him. Acceleration, agility, and pace is not even that good. And then we have Hall. I mean, Tom Miles also played very well. He is improving. Very good season from him. He won the Golden Glove. Let's look at our selection info. 33 games by Ronnie in 39 starts. Very good. Gabriel Wilson. Look at him. Does he look like a good player? No, he does not. These two here are playing so well, but they don't look like good players. Moore, who was a great player last season, still chipping in with the goals. And then Jim and yeah, some other players chipping in with goals. Anyone else stand out? I mean, Hardy scored 7 goals, and he's a defender that I picked up as well from Tottenham. I mean, Tottenham has really half my team is like Tottenham youth players. Season preview had us getting relegated, but we managed to absolutely. We were starting not so great, but we managed to pick up form, and we stayed there for the whole. Notts County finished in second. The team that was actually fighting against me was Grisby Town at the start here. They had a fall from grace, where they finished outside the playoffs. Are they in the playoffs? Top 8?
Looks like Notts County and York City are coming up with us. York City, who they were in the Van Raan National League last year with me, weren't they? Didn't they win it last year? Yeah, they won it this year that I got promoted, and we are both going up. That is a successful season. What about the other team I got promoted? No, it was just me and them. So what the Van Raan National League teams, two of the three that got promoted, two out of two that got promoted instantly got promoted again. What about our salary in this league? Oof, 1 million, the lowest. York City are actually in fifth. Why is York City so good? Do they have like a rich person coming through? Salary, a lot of salary there. But we have 500k in the budget, 1 million in the. Also, when I talk about the FA Cup run that we had, first round we had to play a replay against Aldershot, which we beat them. Second round we beat Sutton. Third round we beat Norwich. Oh, sorry, Exeter. Oh, damn it! I already spoiled the next round. Then we beat Norwich, and then we faced Tottenham, which is very good financially for us. We obviously played at their stadium. A lot of people came to watch the game, and it was not a very close game, but we managed to. Let's see, how many people in attendance? 62,000 compared to the, you know, what we see here. This is very good, and also we made a lot of money for this. We knocked out by Plymouth in the third round, Swansea in the second round. But we're gonna go and try and do the same thing. We have a little bit of transfer budget, so we're gonna see. But I think for me, the areas that need to be improved, uh, it's just this back line here. I think it looks not great, and I think Caro is such a. He's been so good for me, but I think he's gonna have to leave soon. And we have quite a few contracts expiring. Um, yeah, we did sell Michael Rosiak to Birmingham for 500k. He was loaned back. I don't know if I'll keep any of these guys here. This guy's been good for us as well, but he has fallen off a little bit. Yeah, I think for us it's gonna be letting go of all of these players, including Levi Lukuma, who I know it feels wrong to get rid of a talent like this, but I just don't think he's that good. So let's see. I think we'll find something better in League One, which is going to be interesting because we go up into this league, and this league is definitely a step above. Definitely a step above because the teams that are in the championship that are getting relegated are going to be strong favorites to get promoted. And with 3 spots, well, 2 spots and the playoffs, it is a little bit more difficult, a little bit more tricky to get promoted, but let's see what happens.
Hey guys, and welcome back because we are in League One this season and we made quite a few transfers, including some transfers in January. Now, we're at the end of the season here because I went all the way through. But we picked up some good players. Mateus Mane from Wolves, being very key. Harvey Araújo, who hasn't turned out as good as I would have hoped. Cam Bragg, who again looks like a decent player, playing very well for me. Jim, who he was our player, got sold, loaned back. Luca, Frederick, again another flop. Mark Davids, someone who I loaned out to get some game time, and he has done that. He has been okay. Um, okay, next we have Billy G, good centre back. Uh, it's okay. And then we have another centre back here, and he's been doing okay too. And then we have our last signing before. We bought in Sam Harsey, someone who I loaned. I was playing him, but then I decided to give him a loan. Now, we also did sell uh, Jamal in January, so he came back on loan in January. But in January, we had two big issues. We had a big injury to one of our players. We did bring Josh as well in September. Then we bought him back on loan, but we signed one player in January, Felipe Castro. He is a striker because our striker got injured towards the end of the season. If we look at the schedule here, we had an okay start, a lot of defeats. Had a good undefeated month here, losses and draws and wins all around. I don't remember when he got injured, but he did get injured. A little bit of a spoiler here, we did make it to the playoffs semi-finals, where we beat Stockport County, and in the finals we faced Petersburg, which we won. I mean, what a goal in the 119th minute of extra time, basically, when everything suggested it was going to go down to pens. We managed to score a late goal. Um, Petersburg has a good team. We also were the better team in the day, maybe. Actually, was very tight, actually. Very tight game. Um, but we finished in 5th in the table. We scored the most goals, but we were just conceding a lot of goals. Um, and if we go to goals, we scored a lot more goals than anyone else. Uh, we overperformed actually massively, but we conceded a lot of goals too. So it's kind of like we were playing this game where we were trying to outbeat our opponents by scoring more goals, and it did happen because top scorer Ronnie, my goodness, this guy is crazy. 27 last season, 36 this season. He did pick up major injury here versus Oxford United. For 4 weeks he was out, which is what that was around January. Um, that was February. So I must have. I don't know. He was injured at the time that I bought him, so it must have been early. It must have been one of these games. Maybe it was this. Maybe I don't. I can't remember. Anyways, but he was getting injured. He was coming back from injury. Um, and he was scoring so many goals, and I was really worried because we needed a good striker, and we've just about managed. 5th round of the FA Cup again, which is promising. First round versus Flyde. Second round versus Aldershot. Third round against Gillingham. Fourth round against Oxford United on penalties. Reverse fixtures, very nice. Fifth round we beat. Oh, sorry, we lost to Man City 4-2. Pretty nice game also. Probably sold out the stadium, which is nice. But it was, I mean, it was not the closest game, but it was not far from that. So, I mean, that game we actually had yeah, very nice. Wembley 51. So we have been promoted again. I'm very pleased. And I'm pleased to say that the board has allowed us to improve certain things. Um, improve youth recruitment, improve roof facilities, they, of course, but they have rejected the transfers and the percentage of transfer revenues. We do have 2 players coming in on freebies that I looked into in January and found them. We have this centre back here who he looks amazing. Uh, I mean, he was willing to sign. I just had to give him a little bit of a very big bump in contract. I guess Ivory Coast League. I mean, they have a good reputation, so I was surprised that he wanted to join me. But he's going to be a fine addition to the team next year. I guess we're in the championship next season, so and League One in terms of reputation is 40th. What about the Nigerian league? Maybe he wanted to go to a higher reputation league. Uh, we can find it here. Nigeria. I don't know if it would show because it's probably not part of competition. It's not that bad though. Maybe it was a reputation thing. It's interesting. And then the other player that is joining us is from Algeria. Again, a player that his contract was running out. I looked at him, 6'3", 18-year-old. I can see a little bit of his attributes, but not a lot. But I was like, okay, he looks 6'3", he looks quick on the wings. The pace is 13, acceleration, agility. He probably will get better. And I mean, he hasn't been performing very. It's a punt, you know. Sometimes you go for these players and you are not sure if they're gonna work out or not. In terms of formation, we did change it from last year. We played 2 center mids and an attacking midfielder. Both of these have hold position. Um, oh, did I even talk about that guy that I signed? No, I didn't. My best signing actually was here. Um, didn't show because it was the year before. Joe Nash, again, a good player that I loaned out to the New York Saints. He's playing. Alan Ward, who's another player that I'm kind of not sure about. Ian Collins, who is another good player. And then probably our best player on the freebie. My goodness. Tottenham have let this guy go, and he doesn't look like a world beater by any means of stretch, but he looks like a very good player who can improve. Still 19, he looks good, and my assistant manager thinks he has a lot of potential. My general manager, sorry. In terms of staff, it has been growing. We have 2 million coming into the championship. We are probably going to struggle massively. I'll probably have to tweak up the formation, maybe find some new players, but I'm up for the task. I think with this centre back coming in, he's definitely going to strengthen the team. Now it's finding how I can strengthen the team a little bit more. So we also have a lot of players leaving, their contract expiring, or loanees. So I'm happy to let all of them go and just kind of focus on strengthening the team from down here. Also, my number one priority is going to have to bring a better goalkeeper in. Just these goalkeepers just aren't good enough for this league, and we got to do something about that. So let's improve the team up for the championship season.